Hey guys, welcome back here to another After Effects tutorial. I wanted to create this one for Debbie, who is in the Learn After Effects Comprehensive course on Udemy, and she was asking if I had any more tutorials on motion graphics. So after looking through my YouTube videos, it looks like I don't have very many on After Effects, so let's go ahead and get more on here. And so I'm going to create this one. And for this one, we're just going to create some simple text and a line and make it look like the text is appearing by the line. So let's do a new composition, and we're going to name this just motion graphics. Okay, and we'll do 1920 by 1080, and a minute long is fine. It's way more than we need, and I'm going to click OK. So now we need to create a new layer. So if I hit Control T, it's going to create a text layer, and we're just going to call it motion graphics for this. Okay, and we can center this up. If we go to align, we can also center vertically and horizontally, and that puts this on the screen. So now what I want to do is I'm going to draw a shape, and I'm going to draw that shape over top of the motion graphics text, and I'm going to try and get it close to the bottom of that text. So if I hit T, go to my transparency and drop it just a little bit, I can see that it's right along to the bottom of there. Looks pretty good. Okay, we'll take this transparency back up, and I want to rename this layer track matte. And we're going to make this a track matte of the motion graphics text. So let's go here to alpha matte. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a line with this rectangle tool. So make sure there's no layers selected. Go up here and we're going to just create a line just like this. And we'll make it about that big. Okay, and then we're going to rename this line. Let's go back here and try that again. Line. Okay, now we're going to move this just about right here, wherever we'd like it to go. And what you want to pay attention to is this anchor point over here. We want to move that so we can hit Y and drag that right back over here and just put it somewhere around right there so that everything we do makes it come from the center. So if I rotate this, it's going to rotate from the center and not way from over here. So let's undo. Okay, now we're going to take this track matte and I'm going to move the position of it, and you'll see how the text will disappear because only what's inside of this track matte is going to be visible. All right, so let's go ahead and move this over, and I want to get the end of this to where that line is. So we're going to put those on right to the end of that line, and if let's see, there we go. Now let's zoom in here, and I want to get it right to the edge so that it's just moving, right along the edge of the line. So let's try negative 836. Not quite there. How about negative 838? Okay, that's close. And you can get it even better than that if you want to take more time. Now I'm just going to fit this. And now what I want to happen is I want this line to move with the track matte. So as the line moves, the text appears. So let's take this thing, and what you call this is a pick whip. And we're going to pick whip this line layer to the track matte. That way, whatever we do to the track matte, the line does the same thing. So now if I move my position of the track matte, the line is going to move with it. So we can see that now the text appears. So let's move this over here. We're going to set a position keyframe. I'm going to move forward to about 2 seconds, and then we're going to move this all the way over. If you hold shift, it'll move faster to the edge of the text to where it's visible. And I want to go just right there. Okay. So now if I scroll back here and play it back, you can see that it looks like that's making the text appear. Pretty cool. Well, it looks a little odd. It looks straight. It's got no dynamic range to it or anything. So let's go ahead and highlight these and then hit F9 to add some easy ease. Now when I play this back, kind of slows into the rest of the words. And then we can bring this here, our work area, back down so that we can just repeat this to watch it over and over and see if we like the way it looks. So we probably want to speed this up a little bit. We can do that by moving this keyframe over, start from the beginning, and we'll see what that looks like. And one more time. There we go. So that looks pretty good. Now what I want to do to take this even further is I'm going to open up my speed graph, and I'm going to, sorry, I've got this blinking down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my speed graph, but I need to make sure that I've got these selected to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit and highlight these. There we go. And I'm going to take this over just a little bit because I want it to go faster and then kind of ease in even more to the end. So let's play this back. So that looks even better. Still looks like it could be a little faster, so we can move these keyframes if we wanted to even more. Bring this back a little bit so we can repeat it. Play it back. So that looks pretty good. Now what I could do if I wanted to add even more dynamic is I could add motion blur to the actual track map or to the line. I'll probably add it to the line, so we need to toggle switches modes, turn this motion blur on, and then enable it right there. So now if I play it back, we can see that it looks like the line has motion. So pretty cool. So that's all for this tutorial. I think this will be helpful for just simple motion graphics, and then I'll be adding even more motion graphics in the Learn After Effects course on Udemy and on YouTube here. So I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. If you're watching this in the future, I hope your next Thanksgiving as well, and I will see you guys in the next one.